I promise. Just let him play. Don't worry. Yeah, we're just letting him let them do my soul. Wanna get lost in your rock and roll and drift away. It'll do your spirit good. Come on, I want to hear everybody who knows the words to this song. Let's sing it together. Give me the beat.
Free my soul. I wanna get lost in the rock and roll and drift away.
It's not about us tonight. It's not about us tonight. Sing it louder. Everybody sing it one time. Come on. Just the voices. Yeah, that feels good. Come on. Snap it out. Give me the beat.
Free my soul. I wanna get lost in the rock and roll.
Everybody stand and sing it one time. Everybody stand. Come on, come on. Sing it. Let Chyna hear you right now. Come on. Everybody sing. Give me the beat.
Boys, free my soul. I wanna get lost in the rock and roll and drift away.
Oh yeah. Your spirit good. Let's soar, let's soar. Give me the beat, boys, and free my soul, my soul. Let's drift away. You guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. That's like church, right? Ladies and gentlemen, Anthony Exalto.
Ricky Cos is preaching tonight. Thanks, guys. That's awesome. The bitch is in the house. They won't let us. It's a fire marshal thing. But what's up, girl? At the end. Thank you. At the end. What the hell is he doing? At the end of the night, and it's only, we're an hour 15 into this. It's all it's going to be. We're just going to have a little bit of fun. Tonight we're not going to use the F word, funeral. It's friends, family, and fans. And this is a celebration. Okay? We will cry, we will laugh, we will remember, but we're here to celebrate the life of Chyna tonight. And that's, I think, what she would have wanted the most. So at the end, we'll move the urn up front. You all can come by one and pay your respects, take pictures, shoot video, tell the world you were here. Shoot all day, all night, do whatever you want. Roam, shoot, be. So, because I think that's what she would have really enjoyed. And I just want to tell you how much I appreciated being here.
No sunshine when she's gone. It's not warm when she's away. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. She's always gone too long. Anytime she goes away, I wonder this time when she's gone. If she's gonna stay, yeah. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. In this house she's been no home. Anytime she goes away, and I know, 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 I know. she's gone. Only darkness every day. No sunshine once it's gone, and this house just ain't no home. Anytime she goes away, anytime she goes away, anytime she goes away, anytime she goes away, anytime she goes away. Thank you. Thank you. Bill Withers, and such a great song, Ain't No Sunshine. Now that she's back in the atmosphere with drops of Jupiter in her hair, she acts like summer and walks like rain, reminds me that there's time to change it. Since the return of the stay on the moon, she listens like spring and she walks like June. Oh yeah. Tell me, did you sail across the sun? Did you make it to the Milky Way to see the lights are fading and heaven is overrated? Tell me, did you fall for a shooting star, one without a permanent scar? Did you miss me while you were looking for yourself out there? She's back from the soul vacation, chase her way through the constellations, yeah. Oh yeah. She checks out Mozart while she does Tahoe, reminds me that there's room to grow, oh yeah. Now that she's back in the atmosphere, I'm afraid that she might think of me as plain old Jane, talking story about a man who was too afraid to cry, so he never did land. Tell me, did the wind sweep you off your feet? Did you finally get the chance to dance along all the night of day? Head back towards the Milky Way. Tell me, did Venus blow your mind? Was it everything you wanted to find? And did you miss me while you were looking for yourself?
Rock DeMarco, ladies and gentlemen. Think she does that? We're going to take a minute and we're going to move this on the other side of the urn, if we can. And if we can get some assistance from backstage to help us with that, that would be great. I also want to let everybody know that we're streaming live all around the world. So that's festive. Chyna's family so wanted to be here tonight. They send their love, they send their gratitude. They've decided to have a personal memorial with her on the East Coast. They're leaving Chyna to the fans tonight, but they wanted me to extend to you their gratitude, their love, and their appreciation for all that you've done for her, all of her life, before, during, and after the WWE. So we just really, really, really appreciate, again, you guys being here.
Yeah.
I picked up Chyna 1 year ago today in New York City after she had been in Japan for 4.5 years. And she really, really, really loved it there. I'll get to that. But when I picked her up, we embarked on a 1-year journey to do a documentary called The Reconstruction of Chyna. 365 days later, we're here tonight. It's kind of, it is what it is. But we captured the last year of her life. The most amazing stuff, cool, awesome, interesting. We toured the world. We have so much great great stuff that at some point in 2017, and this is not about promoting a documentary, because as old Chyna was the executive producer. I'm an executive producer. Our filmmaker, Eric Anger, is here tonight, who has just been doing an amazing job getting it prepped for us to go over and start making. And the reason why I want to tell you about it is because as a fan and as a friend, you know, you're going to really, really, really love seeing her in that light. So there's still a lot more to be seen of Chyna, even though she's not here. Tonight is the first night, and you'll see why in a little bit, that we're going to kick off the 9th Wonder of the World Foundation. That foundation will give to charities that include animal rescue, which was very close to Chyna's heart, and children's education in fitness, children's education in literature, and children's education in music. I don't know if a lot of you knew this, but Chyna had a bachelor's degree in language. She spoke 4 languages fluently: Japanese, German, Spanish, and English. And it was so much fun to travel the world with her because she spoke all the languages that we went to. And she could communicate with people. It's just really cool. It was so awesome. So I just wanted to let you know about that. And I'm going to let you just be finished and ready, and whenever you're good to go.
I'm waiting for you.
One more time, everybody. Do it, dude. So can we move it? And we'll just move it on the other side of the urn, if you don't mind. Just in case. When Chyna went to Japan, she taught English. She taught literature to kids and to corporate America, or corporate Japanese, I guess. And that's what she was doing over there. And she also did some wrestling when she first went over there. But she got together with a great, amazing group of people. Yeah. Even though, Chyna walked with God every minute of every hour of every day. God was a huge part of her life. She believed that if you're always kind, only good things will happen to you. Because what you give is what you get. It's that simple. The only reason we're on this planet is to be happy. And if you're always good, only good things will happen to you. And that's what she believed. And she believed that we are rewarded and penalized as we live. And when we die, we all go to heaven. If you live a hell on earth, that's your hell. That's because you're not cool. That's because you're always angry. That's because you're this, that. You do things that just aren't cool. And when you do that, you're not a happy person. So you're living in hell. Yet when you're always kind and happy and good to people, you're always happy and up, what you put out is what you get back. She walked with God every minute of every day in that way. Didn't worry about dying. Because she knew when she died, she was going to heaven. I think she's in this room with us now. I don't think she's crossed over. I'm certain she's in this room. So Chyna found an amazing congregation of people, the Mormon Church in Tokyo. And they embraced her, and they loved her, and they probably saved her life 5 times. And when she called me a year and a half ago and said, hey, I'm ready to come home. Bring me home. Let's get back in action. Let's get back in the game. She goes, but I'm kind of stranded here. I did a 3-month work furlough, and I've been there 4 years. They don't take that very kindly over there. So we had to make a few moves. This church got her the lawyer, got her everything she needed. They loved her. They embraced her. And they're here tonight. They've come all the way from Tokyo to be with us. And we're so grateful for all that they've done. And so I want to introduce our first couple of speakers. Because we're going to do a little bit of that, we're going to do a little bit of this, we're going to do some of that, we're going to do some of that, we're going to do some of that. So right now I'd like to introduce just a great guy. The first guy I called and said, I want to do this, but I want it to be special. I want it to be big. I need a choir. I thought Mormon Tabernacle Choir. I didn't think of them, but I thought, hey, Mormon's choir, it's one and the same. A couple of weeks later, this woman, Lynn, we'll do proper introductions later. This woman put this choir together out of the goodness of their heart, out of the love of their heart. The Mormon Church is in the house tonight, and thank you. Thank you. Right? Ladies and gentlemen, Bishop Parker.
This is a podium just like Mormon General Conference. Thank you, Anthony. I hope that we always remember that God loves each of us infinitely and unconditionally, more than we can even imagine. No matter how badly we mess up, God is always there with outstretched arms, lifting and strengthening us. There is no mess too big for God. We are never alone. God is always there with perfect love and guidance. May we better listen to and follow God. Because of God, Chyna, like all who die, will live again. Because of God, the same spiritual connection you felt with Chyna continues. I'm Bishop Jeff Parker of the Redondo 2nd Ward of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. the Mormon congregation where Chyna lived when she returned last year from Japan. As Anthony mentioned, while living in Japan, Chyna was baptized and became a member of the church. She was embraced by the Tokyo Second Ward, the English-speaking Mormon congregation in the city. Many of its members, like her, were Americans living and working in Tokyo. Following brief remarks from Brian Martini, the bishop of the Tokyo congregation and good friend of Chyna, who is here with a recorded message, we will hear from Heather Lowry, another dear friend of Chyna, and as Relief Society president, the congregation's principal female leader.
My name is Brian Martini. I was Chyna's friend, and I was her bishop in Tokyo, Japan. As awesome as her talent and strength were, it was her kindness and her genuinely good heart that we got to know as her friends in Tokyo. Chyna was fun. Chyna was strong. Chyna was kind. Chyna became very close to my wife, Kazuko, and several other ladies in our ward over here. And they used to go out eating and shopping and getting their hair done together. And that was very special to her, to Chyna, that she had these close friends that she could just hang out with. My wife and I visited Chyna one night. We sat on her bed in her tiny apartment in Tokyo, and we just, the three of us just sat there and talked. We talked about Chyna's dreams. And Chyna told us that she wanted to make a difference, and she wanted to bless the lives of people. And she was famous enough that she could do that on a very grand scale. But also Chyna was kind enough and genuine enough that she did that on a one-by-one scale as well. She wrote me notes when I was out of town on business, emails saying, Bishop, we miss you, and when are you coming back? And I found out later that she had written these little notes from time to time to many people in her ward. And she was kind and thoughtful enough to think of each of her individual friends and to try to lift them up. And that's what I'll always remember about Chyna. One night, my wife and I also went with Chyna to a classical music concert. Chyna was telling us how she was a cellist. And Chyna had many, many talents, many that a lot of people don't know about. But I think that we all share this great appreciation for this wonderful lady, Chyna. Chyna came to know while she was with us that she is a daughter of God and that life is eternal. And that's why, although we miss Chyna, we're at peace knowing that she's at peace now. And we love her very much. And she was always telling us how much she loved her fans and the people, the millions, maybe even people that supported her. And we want to thank you for sharing Chyna with us for about a year and a half in Japan.
Hello, I'm Heather Lowry, and I come all the way from Japan to be with you tonight. And I'm really honored to be here with all of you. I'm very thankful for this opportunity that I can share my thoughts about one of my very dear friends. I've lived in Japan for about 12 years with my family. Just to tell you a little bit about myself, I'm married to a wonderful guy, coming up on 34 years. We've got 3 children and 1 little grandbaby. And I'm a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. I'm a Mormon. And for my work, I'm a trainer. I do corporate training for global communications and leadership. And I am Chyna's friend. And sometimes I wonder, how did a girl like me get hooked up with a girl like her? And we found that we had a very cherished friendship, and we had a lot of things in common. The first time I met Chyna, it was at church. And she had bleached her hair blonde, very, very blonde. And later when I looked online to see pictures of her, she never had hair that color. But that was a new look for her. She was sitting with two missionaries, and that day she was getting ready to be baptized. My first impression about her was that she was a happy person, and Anthony talked about that. She was soft-spoken, but she was genuine. She was down to earth, and those were my first impressions about her. But there was something else about her that really made an impact on my life. When I introduced myself to her, she gave me a hug. And at that moment I thought, oh, I feel like I've already met you. Kind of that deja vu kind of a feeling, that kindred spirit feeling. And I felt an instant connection with her. Now for me, that kind of connection doesn't happen very often. But when it does, it is really fun. And I found that connection with Chyna. And a little while later, she sent me an email telling me she had felt that same connection. So we embarked on a friendship. Like Bishop Parker said, I'm the president of the Relief Society, and that's a women's service organization. And we help families, women, and really anybody that we see has a need. And that was something that was really exciting for Chyna. She wanted to join that, and she was very enthusiastic about wanting to make a difference in helping people. And because she was so excited, I asked for her to become a member of our Relief Society board. And she accepted that position, and she helped us keeping track of people who needed visits, kept track of people who had special needs that we could fulfill, and she would let me know, kind of help me stay organized. Sometimes I would go on and visit these people with Chyna. She wanted to come with me. And during those visits, I learned something about Chyna. She is a compassionate soul. She can relate to anybody and any topic on anything. And she could share herself in such a way, share her life, share her heart in such a way, an intimate way, that people feel instantly at ease with her. And that was a real comfort for some of these women that we would visit. And she was so encouraging to them, that when we finished with our visits, they felt so much better about themselves, so much better about the situation they were facing. And she really empowered these women that we would visit. Our friendship grew outside of the church. We would get together and go to lunch. She'd come over to my place for a lunch, or I'd go over to hers. And we spent a lot of time together. Sometimes she didn't have a car, so I'd have a car, and she had a doctor's appointment, I'd drive her over for that. And we just would chat, and there was just an ease with her. We found that we both like yoga, we both like making smoothies, and we both love animals. Now in Japan, Chyna had a dog, and the dog's name was Horn, kind of like the trumpet. And whenever I go over there, I just fell in love with her dog. I just loved that little dog of hers. And she noticed that, and so she said, okay, Heather, you're going to be Horn's godmother. And she'd say, Horn will be your god doggy. And so she'd say, come on over and see me and your god doggy. So she had that fun sense of humor, and we really clicked and connected. Chyna's time that I knew her, she made many friends, and kind of a person that was popular. A lot of people wanted to be with her. She was so genuine and so loving and compassionate. But she also had some really hard times while she was there too. She was reinventing herself and taking stock of her life and what the goals that she wanted to do in life. And one of the things that was very important to her was expressing her faith and sharing that with others. And she really wanted to come back to the U.S. and make a difference, use the fame that she had in wrestling and make a difference in people's lives. And she and I talked about that many, many times. And she sometimes would get very stressed over her situations, and sometimes she would get sick. Sometimes I would bring dinner over to her or make her some soup, and we would sit and talk late into the night about what she wanted to do. And those very tender feelings would come out, and we really bonded over those heartfelt conversations that we had. So basically, those are my memories of her, and they're very cherished memories that I have of her. She really made a difference in my life. She was such a good example to me of love and compassion and inclusion. Everyone was included in her life. And so when I think about that and how I want to honor her, I will, of course, always cherish my memories with her, but I wanted to do something more, and I wanted to emulate her kindness. I wanted to emulate her compassion. And I wanted to be able to say, I can do hard things the way Chyna could. She fought for so many things in her life. And she took the high road on so many things, and that's what I want to do too. I want to be able to look at my life and say, yes, I can do hard things. If there's something about myself that I don't like, that I want to make better, I can take her example and say, that's what I want to do too. So I believe that Chyna still lives. I do think she's here today, and she's enjoying this time with you. And I know I will see her again. And when I do, I know she will give me a hug, because that was her way. And that's a very happy thought. Thank you.
What a gift. Thank you. Wow. Thank you so much. That's all for now. Chyna is not in the Hall of Fame. Boo. And I'm just going to be honest with you. She can give a crap. She needs a ring. She needs to stand in front of two people to feel like she deserved it. No. Didn't need that. It would have been nice. She would have enjoyed it. She would have had a good time. But I want you guys and your fans and all the fans that are watching around the world right now, give them a break. It doesn't matter anymore. We don't need to fight. We don't want to fight. It's all good. If they choose to put her in, they do. If they don't, they don't. It doesn't matter. We know she was the greatest of all time. To know that she deserved it, and it doesn't matter. I'm asking the world, give the World Wrestling Entertainment Federation, give them a break. Lay off, stop pounding them. We're about love. We're about making amends. That's all she tried to do since she's been back the last year. Make amends with all the people that there were issues with over the years. We're going to make amends with somebody here tonight. We're going to be making amends in the future because Chyna lives. And Team Chyna, who is in the house tonight, who I am so grateful for, and before the night is over, we're going to recognize them. The Twitter account is alive, her website is alive, every aspect of social media is alive for Chyna. Chyna lives.
Always. So
Chyna responds. It's not weird. It's just the team. So keep that in mind. And if she will, still get involved, and her website will be updated, and there'll be things always happening. I want to mention the foundation again. And if there are times that we do things on our site that we charge $1 for or $1.99 for, we're streaming this live around the world right now. We didn't charge a penny. We thought, hey, let's do 99 cents. We can make $100,000 maybe. But you know what? It's a gift. So we ask of you for this gift, those that are watching, please go to the website, www.therealchyna.com. Buy a t-shirt. It's the only authorized, authentic, limited edition Chyna Memorial t-shirt, and 100% of the proceeds will go to the 9th Wonder of the World Foundation for Animal Rescue and Children's Education. Every penny Chyna makes on the documentary will go to that foundation. Every penny I make will go to that foundation. So we really hope. I'm looking forward to her. Buy a t-shirt. Get the foundation going. And keep Chyna alive. Speaking of the Hall of Fame, let's take a look.
Does she deserve to go in the Hall of Fame? Absolutely. 100% transcended the business, changed the business, paradigm shifter of the business, right? Did what no woman ever did before, and was awesome at it, and a phenomenal talent.
There's no denying her contributions to WWE. What's up, son? Hey, I'm sitting on the phone. Let me tell y'all something, man. Come on. What's really weird? I don't understand. Y'all probably don't even understand yourself. Why? Come on, man. That's the first lady of wrestling right there, son. Only woman to hold a man's belt. Son, stop playing.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Tilly, and I just want to say this awesome woman, Chyna, deserves to be in the WWE Hall of Fame. I mean, come on, I can't believe she's not in it already. Right? Right.
I'm just kidding.
Does she deserve to go in the Hall of Fame? Absolutely.
There's no denying her contributions to WWE.
That monster's just lost for the headbangers, and this is Al Snow. The Al Snow.
If you're looking for somebody who's made an impact, who's made